Alright, there we go. I should be live now. Seems my sound test is good. Interesting. Well, I can confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that any background buzzing sound is most definitely my headset. I will probably need to get a better controller and headset for streaming in the future. For now, I'll just have to talk a little bit loud and try my best to drown out the buzzing whenever possible. Thanks for joining me. So glad to have you here. Hope that you're enjoying my streams. And here we go, continuing on the campaign. I believe we are on the last 2 missions. We've gone from a huge blitzkrieg that knocked out most of the continent in a very short period of time, and fighting back a little bit to try and rescue the ex-president, which resulted in the president's helicopter being shot down, which we were blamed for, to fighting in a penal unit, to working with the LRSSG, to taking the capital of Erugia, Farbanti, and now finally we have arrived at the point where there is a huge communications blackout, and we are essentially, largely, on our own. So we are finally done dealing with Mr. X. That was the grand finale of our last episode, shooting down the XO2S Strike Wyvern with our little F16, and now we are on to the final 2 missions. So, here we go. F16C on Ace difficulty, final 2 missions of the game. Let's get it.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island.
I keep forgetting to say
She
foul
walked
language
right up to
warnings.
The princess took her hand and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai and Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they loved to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkin, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped that, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it. And now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it. And the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusea after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder
Yes?
which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Hey, Mission 19 Lighthouse. Here we go. Let's brief.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal herd in a saturation attack from the air. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
Could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the light and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for traitors.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that thing.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that arsenal.
This is going to be a tough one for me. There are going to be a lot of Su-57s and F-22s. I have a lot of allies, though. Should be very interesting. And also, in addition to the LRSSG, I also have the 2 surviving Soul team members. So here we go. Take a look at our F-16. Wait, where's my F-16? Oh, went right by it. Obviously, there aren't going to be any ground targets here, so we're going to be going with the 4AMs. So let's go through our parts. Under arms, we've got weight augmentation and steering device. That's good. Those will definitely be needed. We also have weight augmentation and steering device for standard missiles. Obviously a good choice. The onboard self-defense jammer has been keeping me alive. Oh yeah, because everybody knows Erusia operates F-22s. Oh man. Yeah, seriously, I have no idea where they're getting these supplies from. It blows the mind. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I think the ones I've been using the whole time are probably the ones I want to stick with. Except maybe for superior maneuverability. I feel like I could use the ECU software update and get a little bit more performance out of my aircraft, just at least with high G turns. I'm not 100% sure, but we will see. Wait, did I just remove... Oh, I removed the wrong one. I like having my acceleration and top speed boosted. And now everything's in order. Alright. Yeah, Jack Killer brings up a really good point. How can they crew and fuel all of these vessels, all these aircraft, with so little territory? It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's double check that we've got the right skin and sticker. Aw yeah, America. God, I love those red and white lines. That is just gorgeous. I don't even care about the blue nose. The blue nose is nice. I do like that. Plus, it's a Patriot skin, so it's supposed to be like, you know, patriotic, I guess. USA Patriot. I'm not sure. And I mean, red, white, and blue are used by so many other countries too. France. I think Russia uses a combination of red, white, and blue in some form or another. America. I do love that. But yeah, using the Patriot skin, using the U.S. Air Force sticker. So here we go.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Plus, it's a U.S. aircraft, so it's a United States fighter jet. So why not? Here we go, boys. Mission 19, Lighthouse, Operation Daredevil. Take down the Arsenal bird. Gunther Bay, 31st of October, 2019. Hey, 2 days after my 31st birthday. 3 days? 3 days. Yeah, I did check out the Sao Paulo. That is absolutely crazy. That thing is way older than I realized, and you were right. It's nuts that it couldn't go more than 3 months of operation without needing some kind of repairs. Here we go.
We need help. Don't let them damage more. Show them what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat. Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison. Roger.
Ross, you're speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything you say. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Gold Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. Public acknowledgement of Houston Squadron now.
This is Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft with UAVs in flight mode.
All this just to keep the war going.
Well, shoot, that one got me.
Come this far, don't get killed.
Attacking from behind my target.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking of remote terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why, no, who we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to our recurring chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun
How did
with
that hit me?
refugees who've lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. If you fight it back, war continues to rage overhead.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
There's still this
Oop, that one might get me too. Yep, there it is. Whew. Yeah, the idea was to modernize it for the Gripens, but then the economic crisis said, nope. Yeah, it was really interesting. There was a lot of data on how they were planning to retrofit it and update it, but we're gonna go ahead and skip that now. But yeah, it just didn't make any sense to anymore. It's crazy.
LRSSG,
I do love Wikipedia. If anybody out there ever gets the chance to donate to Wikipedia, do it, because it is an excellent source for information, and there are so many resources, and what do you call those? When you put citations, when you put sources into the margins with the little like 1 or 2 citations. So many good citations and resources. that are cited in there. It's great. Love Wikipedia. One of my favorite websites. I know they're doing another round of donation requests, so if you get the chance, go for it. Wikipedia is an excellent source for information, where a lot of people go to try and create a nice central location for all things info. Whoa! Whoops.
Mr. X's crew. Count, he's up. Engagement is forbidden. Don't worry, I know. We need every lure we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft.
Ah, man. I think what it is it's the ECU software slows me down, and I'm not stalling out. So I'm going too slow, and the missiles are hitting me even when they're at odd angles. And that seems to be what might be happening. I have no time to line up on even a single target before another one fires a missile.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking
Alright, you're an F-22.
broadcasting and video
You are like public enemy number 1.
No,
Dodge that.
R.
How?
First, our goals.
I didn't actually mean dodge it.
Space elevator. Second,
I meant for you to die.
factory cut in order
No,
to
Mr.
stop
Bond, I meant for you to die.
chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a stateless anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now.
This SU-35 is number 2.
Overrun with refugees
Gotta
with
take
armed
you out.
groups. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Got that one. Alright, you seem fairly important.
Landed on your 6.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. We'll run out eventually. Are the friendly Erusians rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover
Alright, I got that one too. Good. Good. We're thinning them out.
reach out to you.
Those guys appear to have taken out friendly. Can't allow that. I completely overshot my targets.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell.
Not that time, though.
The biggest war on their slave Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. We're better. We need something or someone to guide us.
Come on now.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real live princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
It's safe over here. We're taking away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid?
All right, understood.
Man, it's absolutely crazy. How do you think these guys in the SU-57s and F-22s feel with an F-16 flying around shooting them down? Also, where on earth? Oh.
Our princess is looking at a mural.
Ah, Hujian's over there. Wit's over here taking somebody out.
Bunch of space elevators. Sky itself. Cosette, let's go. Yes.
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast blast area. 10 seconds to impact.
Uh-oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
There's no 22 over here. No, there isn't. Wait, yeah, there is.
No. Proceed with caution.
Wilco.
Seymour's on him.
We can't switch off the security system. You've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Oh, that's a Raphael.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit. Airburst tight.
Oh, of course.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place.
Oh boy, I took that one right in the face. That's not
These are
good.
the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator is fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was going to do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now. Get caught in that. It's all over. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
Well, there's still a bunch of enemies over here. Whew, boy. All right. I am hurting.
30 seconds remaining. Hostile lock on you, Strider 1. Strider 1, locked on target.
Whoops. My finger slipped.
The monster bird is in our trap.
Not great.
We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal. Enemy got away. Missile in the air, fire! Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack on the arsenal bird. Incoming! 5.
Here we go.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
We can't train it! Evacuate! Crash is thoroughly heavily damaged by laser weapons. Report to captain on aircraft control or melting. Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the arsenal bird.
Strider 1, you've got their attention.
The enemy's fleet.
Missile inbound, evade! Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Special delivery. It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
That was close. Without the AWACS, I would have been a goner.
Cosette, that's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Get to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those frills. Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard, seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone. Get water to the opposite to get a radar room and CIC.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies, it's hit.
Missile inbound, evade!
And now open this guy up.
Locked on.
Bandit behind you, caution.
It's readying its APS.
You got a radar lock on you.
Damn it! I've taken some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two!
Target acquired.
I can see light up-shaped thing, but it doesn't lit up. That's it. Got the location marker. Have it from there, right? Got it.
Is there something we can do? Just evading like this will get us all killed. Enemy missile launch. Concentrate on dodging. When's that shield gonna lose power? Never. Elevators continuously supplying you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Cosette, smash it. Smash a signal, bastard. It'll lose power.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Just what kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
The lights. It switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
Shut down straight away.
Yep, I was trying to pull up. According to Wikipedia, the Russian Federation is going to build a supercarrier between 2024 and 2035. Interesting. Very. Alright, we will be continuing from the checkpoint on this one, so it's going to be a little weird, because now I've got full health and full munitions.
The UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, there's out!
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They've completely lost control.
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack.
Don't let them anywhere near him. Understood?
Some propeller confirmed destroyed.
I've got a hostile material. way.
Oh boy, this is hard to concentrate.
We got these things, no problem.
Don't let the
Gotta take out the laser.
Personal bird is our priority. There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it. Trigger got a sub-propeller. You're getting the hang of this, Trigger.
I might not get up in time. Oh boy.
Main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing? It's time to destroy the lieutenant's base. Said what?
Why won't you die?
Destroy the docking modules.
Alright. I have to deal with these guys. They are absolutely killing me here.
We can cook that bird. Theoretically, they probably possibly for an experienced pilot. That would be a trouble, but... Yeah, but our guy's more
Two.
than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this. Is he really that good of a pilot?
There you go. That's 3.
If it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling!
4. Come on.
Refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed?
5.
George, tabloid, get back here! I can't leave that girl to die. Fine, fine. Get her, but be quick about it.
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run! Run! Careful!
Is everything okay?
Yes, finally.
Crushed.
Ah, sky is clear of drones.
Tabloid went after his car.
Mostly, kind of.
Ran that distance with a girl in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
Trigger, leave these chumps to us.
George and the girl were saved. They were saved.
There is one drone left, but it is not a threat to me right now. Okay.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
I have a solid lock. Don't worry about
Really?
Strider 1. Just try to stay out of his way.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Don't let
yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do. Enemy on your back.
What do you mean enemy on my back? Shouldn't be any enemies left.
Warning, enemy has
What?
a bead on you.
Man, how did I hit the water, bounce off, and still have 62 as my number? I should have a lot less than 40% health left. Honestly, that hit in the water should have killed me. This is ace difficulty. That's not how this works.
You're too far out.
Okay. Let's finally finish this thing off, maybe.
Missile away. Docking module destroyed. One left.
Nicely done. This'll be a good story to tell my son.
Locked on.
So this is three tracks. This really thinks you need a human pilot?
Oh my goodness gracious. I would love to kill that laser.
Locked on, bandit.
Laser cannon confirmed destroyed.
Finally.
There's one major threat.
Thanks. That thing almost cooked my tail.
Strata 1, target acquired. Missile away.
C2, box 2.
How did that miss? Alright, going to the front.
All targets have been destroyed. Supply unit is ready to fall off.
Good job.
You should be able to see the rectangle where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Good luck.
Leave it to trigger.
Don't let us down, Spider One. Clear a path.
Miss!
Leave the big fish to trigger. We'll take down the UAVs.
We're counting on you.
Target is in machine gun range.
In the front, Jaeger's son is in Ace Combat 3. Awesome! Got him.
Lieutenant base unit confirmed destroyed.
Forecaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrendered. And you guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound.
Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't
That's
be
why he's the
easy,
only
but
one
it's
in
only
the
place you
history
got.
of writing that talks about his son without dying.
Escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do. Trigger, can you hear me?
Way to go, Jack Killer. You made me talk during a cutscene.
The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
Any other war-related story? Yeah, he'd be dead.
2 miles to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. Bank left,
Oh,
Trigger.
oh, I might miss the hooks. Oh, I'm gonna miss the hooks. Nope.
Forward landing,
Yep.
You're gonna crash.
I was trying to get lined up. I thought I was farther away. Started hitting the brakes, but it was too late. Alright, here we go.
Trigger,
This time
can
for
you
real.
hear me? I somehow managed to land.
Maybe they don't
It's
start
your
me
turn now.
13 miles off to the left.
The carrier ran aground.
Oh, they
That
did it
shouldn't be a
again.
problem for
Only
you.
this time it's even worse.
I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Lower your speed.
Yeah, yeah.
Bank right.
Okay. Alright.
2 miles to carrier. Raise your nose.
No. Not raising my nose. I'm not falling for that again.
You're on course. Looking good, buddy.
Man, stop calling me buddy.
1 mile to carrier.
Freaking Bartlett. Oh, too soon. Too
You're
soon.
too fast. Lower your speed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's clear up the deck for the other aircraft. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
Anybody can land when they're careful. I want to land while I'm reckless. But I also want to beat this game. The landing sequence in this game makes no sense. Discount Pixie, that's true. That's true. Good old solo wing, man. Seriously though, I swear, Bartlett said that too. I swear he called Chopper Buddy at one point. Captain Bartlett. There is no debrief on this one. Good old Discount Pixie. But here we go. The final mission.
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot. The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Dark blue. Jaeger's son, ZOE.
Listen up. The
Good old
operation
Zone
was a
Avengers, man.
success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience. The newer aircraft will be more tactically effective. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it, so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Trigger, Count, Jaeger, Huzian, Sol 2, Ally 4, Ally 4. And it's okay, it's not a big deal. We're only going up against Odin's freaking crows, or ravens, whatever they were. I can't remember if they're crows or ravens. I always get those two mixed up. So, any F-22s in this hangar? As a matter of fact, there was. It was over on the left during that cutscene. However, I am still flying the F16C. So, let's do everything we can. First of all, I don't need this ECU software anymore. I'm gonna need that superior maneuverability. The self-defense jammer might be useful, but it's not gonna be the most useful. I think it would be more useful to go with the automated fire extinguisher to slowly repair me if I ever get over 50%. As for arms, boy, that is a good question. Should I even be using the 4AMs? Because I don't know if they're going to be useful. It might be better to stick with the aerial suppression missiles. I still don't get how these factories are still operational and getting the materials needed to build these drones. Doesn't make any sense. Agreed. Agreed. That unless they just have a bunch of factories just sitting around randomly, waiting to be given data, and have a huge stock of materials lying around with full automation for collecting these materials, putting them down the line, and turning them into drones, and then launching those drones. Like, fully 100% automated and loaded with materials. I don't know. I agree. Does not make any sense. But then again, it is a fantasy world. A fantasy world in which Belka exists. So, we're going to be using the SASM suppression missile. We'll be using the weight augmentation and the steering device so that hopefully it will steer correctly. Also, why don't soldiers just walk in and take the factories? That is a very good question. I guess that follows in the tracks of the can't think of what it's called. The network, the communication satellite network that they were talking about being down. And again, they can't just beep 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 on a telegram somewhere. Come on now. Yeah, they have a lot to answer for in this fictional universe, but I mean, is what it is. I don't know. Boy, this is gonna be fun. I don't need the variable cycle engine for this, so I could get something else. For example, on the off chance I hit them with a SASM, it sure would be nice if it killed them. That would be great. So I think I'll go with that. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you can't contact the soldiers to tell them to go into the factories and take them over and, you know, tear them down, I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot to consider. Interestingly enough, though, a couple of F-18s. Another F-18. Good times. The high command for these countries are criminally incompetent. True. Very true. Here we go.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Let's do this. Mission 20, Dark Blue. Operation Hush. Take down the new UAVs. Scattered cloud cover. 1st of November, 2019. 0700. Gunther Bay. Don't even lie to me and tell me that an F16C can take off from an aircraft carrier without a catapult. They can send a command telling troops to explode some buildings, right? Also, what was that? Due to rumor saying that the Penal Battalion revolt had reached the Belkan... the Belkan pedo. They can send a command telling troops to explode some buildings. I agree wholeheartedly. Here we go. Count, Jaeger, Kuzyan, Witt and Seymour, and some Erusians.
Affirmative. I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Roger.
The space elevators.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Skull leader to Lancaster. UAVs confirmed in direction of travel. Engaging the bandits.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Hushin.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now. Salamander 3, Squall 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick. Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Damn it.
The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Ah, heck. Okay. Did not see that coming. I am at 90% and stalling.
Missile away.
I'm behind my target.
In gun range.
I am about to get 360 no-scoped, that is true. Hey, I'm down to 50% damage. Hugin can wait. Munin is first.
Target acquired.
Ignore the IFS. There are only 2 enemy aircraft.
Friendly lost. The Salamander. Rifle 3 has been shot down. Lost another one.
Strider 1 got him.
Just like behind. Complete copies of behind. There seems some serious alliance. Seymour, separate Hugin and Munin.
Strider 1, you scored a hit.
Gotta be damaged. Don't let him down.
Stay sharp. Attention all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. Small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
One small drone is down. Strider 1 got it.
Don't let up, people.
They're shooting down missiles with their lasers. How are we supposed to bring it down?
This one's wide open.
Where are Rouge's agents? Is all this crap linked to drone development? God damn it.
Right now.
Damn it.
Strider 1, bandit under 6. Watch out.
Trigger, get one behind you.
Oh, this is fun.
There we go. One down. One down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
An enemy is flag smoke billowing from it. I saw it myself. 3 strikes is the real deal. 1 plane left.
Soul 2, evade, evade!
Just like behind.
Soul 2 lost.
Damn it. Damn it.
I really liked Wit. By the way, I don't think I shot down Munin. I am positive Munin was still there, and I had not shot him down yet.
Fox 2. Target was not struck.
We dodged it.
The combat zone is moving over to Serpentine Thrupp. The mission is still a go.
My missiles aren't hitting. The UAVs are shooting them down. I can't take it.
Behind the enemy.
If Trigger can shoot them down, that means we can. Still, one fighter pilot remain up.
Enemy has a lock. Evade. Trigger scored a hit.
Nailed him.
Well, and shoot him down.
Good. The enemy is still flying normally, though. Keep pushing. The damage has to be adding up.
it. It's the only one getting anywhere out here. Look on.
Attack this connect.
One bandit left. Come on, someone just get rid of it.
That hurts. Suck and die.
That's the way to do it.
Alright, Hugin, it's just you and me. Uh-oh.
Warning, missile in the air.
Got him!
Hit. That one looks like it hurt.
Oh,
Trigger has scored a kill.
now where did Munin?
Yeah, you finally did it. Way to shoot, Ace.
Wid dies 14 seconds after you shoot down one of the two. Fair enough. There it is.
Look, it discarded its wings.
That's not Munin, though. That's Hugin.
It's just like the UAV
So I
that
guess-
Trigger shot down at Bukarest. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about? It's launched. Let me avenge Vito.
The UAV is stepping up a notch.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to fire weapon. When I get home, I'm bragging to my son about living through this mission for a day.
Rock 2. Pursuing enemy.
Whoops.
We've got 2 Reliance on the competition.
I really like Wit, though.
I like Trigger.
I liked Wit and Seymour.
Not to mention they can manufacture a whole load of them too. One target left. We can do this.
Maybe it's just that classic Ace combat, your enemy becomes your friend by the end to deal with an even bigger threat kind of deal, but,
Still flying, but it can't keep this up forever. Finish it off, Trigger.
Rock 2. Look at it go. Get rid of the
come on.
later.
There it is. Boom.
UAV's down. Radar signal is lost.
Now stop me. Showing us how it's done.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
What the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
Honestly, Wit was fighting on the Erusian side because of Voslagi. Yeah. Voslagi? I forget how to pronounce that. Not important.
The UAV
Either way.
went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Ruh-roh.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough
Alrighty
space
then.
for it to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
It's not suicide.
Where are you going?
I'm an ace.
We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah, well, you had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Trigger doesn't have a voice. Trigger never speaks. Trigger is a
Don't worry.
faceless
I learned
hero.
something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, you'll make it.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent.
I love how the
Signal's
altitude.
okay.
Oh man, the altimeter
Should be
reads
back.
negative. That's
Time to
fantastic.
explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to send over the data. You need to destroy it as fast as you can.
There it is. spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it.
This is nerve-wracking.
Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing.
I'm alright.
Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but
Yeah, tell me about it.
Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger. It's down. Yeah, baby. Hey, I'm being serious here. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way
This is
out.
where my claustrophobia starts to kick in because this is not the open sky.
Windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you! I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit.
Yeah, this is only a mild heart attack right here.
Can you hear me? We're all waiting. A world of darkness needs a light to shine.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar. I did it!
That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero.
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly into the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
On our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing. Granddad. The refugees built a settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yuktovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess, she's looking to the stars. Dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
Alright, so this is not a cutscene anymore. This is just the credits. So now I can talk! And I'm gonna. Y'all can't stop me. Yeah, seeing the ADF 11 on the 444 missions. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is that guy chasing down a Gen 7 fighter? Man, especially when I was in an F16, that's crazy. F16's what, like 4th, 5th generation? Not even. 4th generation, maybe. 5th generation would be a bit of a stretch. I wouldn't even be surprised if somebody told me it was only a 3rd generation fighter. So, Jack Killer asks, what's the next campaign after this one? I was saying, probably Ace Combat 6 F4E on Ace difficulty, because that was the one that I got suggested during the Ace Combat 6 playthrough. So, any challenge that is presented, either use a particular aircraft, don't use parts, only use regular missiles, whatever you guys think, feel free to shoot it at me on my Discord. I am more than welcome to do these Ace Combat games again and again. If you want Ace Combat 6, if you want Ace Combat 7, you just shoot me a message on Discord and you let me know which plane to use, what weapons to use, what parts to use, whatever. I am more than happy to go through these games again. These are fun games. Plus, my favorite part of these games is the shooting and the flying. So if you guys want me to do another playthrough without all the cutscenes and the briefings and just jump in and just fly and not screw around, yeah, I'd be more than happy to do that. So if this is something that sounds good to you, hop into my Discord. Jack Killer, I don't know if you're in my Discord or not, but if you're not, there should be a permanent link here on my channel on Twitch. Hop in there. Tell me which game, which plane, what the stipulations are. Give me a challenge run, and I will try and accomplish it. Don't make it too insane. I might do a crazy, super insane one, once I've done a few more, like a couple of others. But yeah, I don't want to do a under par time machine gun only low end aircraft while not taking any damage. That sounds a little ridiculous to me, but if you have like a take no damage run, I can try a take no damage run. Or if you want me to run through with no parts on AC7, I'm happy to give that a shot. Oh, it's an advanced 4th generation. Okay, so it actually could be considered an almost 5th generation, but it's 4th gen. Gotcha. So 5th generation would probably be like the really high end. Not quite, like the F-22 is a 6th generation, but before that would have been like the F-18 Super Hornet and the F-15 Strike Eagle. Those probably would have been, and like the Rafale and the Mirage, what was that, the Mirage 5000-S or 2000-5 or something like that, I forget. Those are all probably like 5th generation. I imagine the F-16, F-14, especially the 14. The F-14 Tomcat was like really highly customized towards the end of its life. A-10 versus Hugin and Moonin, no parts, only stock missiles. Joking. Of course you're joking, because I wouldn't do that, but maybe someday, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll backburner that as like a really, really serious challenge somewhere down the line, but oh man, the A-10 rockets only against air units. That sounds like a fun one, right? Oh man, does the AC-7... Does the A-10 in 7 have rockets or no? I think it only has 4 AGMs and something else, but I don't think it actually has rockets. Oh my goodness. I can't remember if the A-10 has rockets in this game. But yeah, I would be more than happy to do an F-15E run on AC-7. That sounds fun. Just the F-15E only, and try to beat the whole game. Probably skip all cutscenes, probably skip all briefings, just because I've already seen them, what, 4 or 5 times now? Maybe 6? I think this made 6. I actually went back and looked. I've definitely done Ace twice through. I do not know... I know I did a machine guns only run through. I know I did... I think I did an attacker aircraft only run through. I've never done a no parts playthrough. That would actually be a really good one. F16C is advanced 4th gen. I wonder where the MiG-21 sits. The fish bed. The MiG-21 BIS is a surprisingly low-end jet fighter. I would not be surprised if that was also 4th generation, but I would imagine it must be like a low-end 4th generation. I don't want to say it's garbage. Obviously, nothing that flies is garbage, because it wouldn't fly if it was garbage. But the MiG-21 was a surprisingly low-end jet fighter, considering it was cheap to produce, if I remember correctly, and it flew fairly well, but it was not a very strong or maneuverable aircraft when compared to other jet fighters. 3rd gen, you think? I'm not surprised, but I would have suspected that it was low-end 4th gen. But high-end, or even mid-range 3rd gen, still sounds correct. Man, Hugin and Moonin ripped me a new couple of holes in my chest when they were shooting me. They ripped me a new fuselage. Oh, jeez. They tore me a new canopy. Oh, golly. Anyway. All done with that. All the joking aside. Hugin, Moonin, and the ADF-11s. And I managed to take out 3 of their weapon UAVs. Suckers. Man, only an A rank. I'm never gonna get an S rank on this mission. Alright. Well, that does it, folks. that is the end of Ace Combat 7. We have now beaten the game all the way through, start to finish. All cutscenes, all briefings. Quickly and without taking damage. That's 2 that I haven't done yet. What's this? Oh, I still need to get S ranks in every mission on some difficulty or another. And I still need to get an S rank on missions 19 and 15 at some point. Interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Fourth generation are the SU-24, or sorry, 27 frame and MiG-29. Oh, the MiG-29 Fulcrum, right on. I always did like that one. It looked like a discount Tomcat. It's an interesting design. I did like the Fulcrum. I thought it was pretty cool looking. Yeah, I think my next playthrough will most likely have to be Ace Combat 7, and I will probably be playing with the F16C. I am not 100% certain of. You know what? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where's the F16C? Right here. F16C. Is that the Strike Eagle? That's not the Strike Eagle, right? Take a look here. Oh, it is. It is. It's the Strike Eagle. Yeah, I could use the F16C or J, but I'd rather not. I'd rather go with the E. Take a look at the skins we have available at the moment. You know what's really cool? It's actually the Osea skin for the F16C that's black. I like that. I might do it with the Osea skin and no stickers. No emblems. Osea skin, no emblems. I think that would be... Oh yeah, I can select nicknames. Oh, Aircraft Mafia. Neat. What's that one for? Oh, destroying a large number of enemies with the F16C. Nice. Let's see, what are some of the other ones that I unlocked? Griffin Rider. Oh, really? I don't think I've used the Gripen E all that much. A nickname given for destroying a large number of enemies with the Gripen E in campaign mode. Everlasting Sun for destroying a large number of enemies with the Su-30SM. Okay. Guiding Star. Oh, that's the one I got from the last time I was messing around with the Su-57 in campaign mode. That's neat. What about some of the other ones? No plans to retire. Let's see here. Ah, for destroying enemies with the 8AMs. Good times. I don't remember using those recently. I must not be very new. The EML Enthusiast. I got that one probably for using the Strike Wyvern and the electromagnetic launcher on I forget what the GPB. Fleet Destruction. The mission is called Fleet Destruction. I think it's mission 11. LACM, Land Attack Cruise Missile. Yup. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, pulse lasers. Yep. Definitely, definitely. Ah, Hamburger Griller. What was that? Ah, nice! A nickname given for completing Mission 11, Fleet Destruction, in campaign mode, on ace difficulty with the rank of S. Perfect. Oh man, I love that AWACS guy. I love him so much. Talking about sandwiches all the time. It's black because of the stealth material of the paint. Oh, cool. Like the F-22 and the F-35. Very neat. Yeah, the F-22, unlike the F-117 Nighthawk. I believe it's called the Nighthawk. Which specifically relied on a number of materials in its construction, the angles at which the aircraft was constructed, and a particular paint. The F-22 utilizes a completely different configuration of angles in the construction, and the materials don't matter at all. In fact, the materials are just whatever was used for the F-22, and the paint actually maintains the coating. So the materials of construction were less important than the... I believe the paint on the F-22 is supposed to be both radar reflecting and absorbing. So it's supposed to misdirect radar signals while also absorbing radar so that it does not redirect pings back towards like radar sites. I may be a little bit off, but I was reading up on the F-117 not too long ago, and that one is absolutely crazy how much effort they put into the F-117. The F-22 is surprisingly low maintenance compared to the F-117, if I remember right, although it is a much higher end vehicle and much more expensive. But the maintenance is just a little bit better. Yeah, that's why they can't pass Mach 2.2. That makes sense, because otherwise they would start losing. They would start potentially losing the effect that their paint has. I don't know if it would necessarily rip the paint off, but I imagine that they would lose some of the effect of the paint if they were flying too fast. Basically, like, in my head it makes sense, but how do I describe what I'm thinking here? I'm kind of guessing a little bit, but I imagine that by flying fast enough, the radar would bounce off at a different angle than you would get if the aircraft were moving slower. But I could be wrong. It might have something more to do with the actual paint ripping off. It is. It's the paint starts to peel out. Yeah. Okay. I wondered if that was what it is. I cannot imagine that it's easy to provide a paint that is both like a hardened material that won't peel off while also being exactly what you need for radar absorption or deflection. So yeah, not something you can do easily, but I am also super loving the hamburger griller right now, and I'm a little distracted by it because it is so awesome that the mission where you meet that AWACS guy talking about sandwiches all the time, and bam, we're grilling up a sandwich, man. We're grilling him up a sandwich. I love it. Okay, so Princess Advocate is for Mission 17 on Ace with a rank of S. That's fantastic. Joke Bomber was for Mission 14 on Ace with a rank of S. Mr. X, Mission 18, Ace difficulty, rank of S. Nice. Breadwinner, certain amount of MRP, and Big Earner, a large amount of MRP. Cool. I've gotten a bunch of interesting nicknames, and that makes me really happy. I can select which hangar I want to look at. Oh. Cape Rainy, Gardos, and Admiral Anderson. Neat. Very neat. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah, so the next mission we'll be doing is probably going to be Ace Combat 7 all the way through F-15E Ace difficulty, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see how far we get. We'll see what kind of difficulties we start to run into. Let's take a quick look here. We got 6 AMs, which is nice. 6 AMs are very good. Self-forging fragmentation submunitions are also a very interesting weapon that is a little bit different than what you might be used to. I think the 6 AM, you might get a few more of them, and they can target more enemies, but they are not necessarily going to be as maneuverable as your Quams and your standard missiles. In fact, I believe they have a longer range, more targets, and can fire all at once, but they have very serious difficulties hitting enemies that are moving highly mobile. Unlike the, I believe it's called a semi-active air-to-air missile, the SAMs, and those are like highly maneuverable long-range missiles, but you have to maintain a continuous radar lock on the target, meaning that you have to keep the target centered in a like a radar cone, I guess. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but your radar has to be able to maintain on that target in order for the SAM to maintain its lock. And I guess that's why it's semi-active, because it's only active so long as it's connected to your onboard radar. But yeah, then you've got the self-forging fragmentation submunitions. Those are interesting because they're sort of they sort of remind me of those like superheated copper pieces that get dropped from such and such altitude, and they drop, and the molten copper, the copper actually like heats up, or perhaps even like a detonation device on the copper implodes it and causes it to become molten. I'm not 100% certain, but I do love the various types of bombs, and the SFFS is really cool because the fragmentation effect covers a massive area with tiny, basically little bomblets, practically. It's almost like the bomb dispersal pod from one of the previous games. I want to say Ace Combat 6. Actually, it was probably in a bunch of the games, but I really like the SFFS because the higher up you are, the more widespread the damage will be. And if you need to hit a particular target with a lot of submunitions, you fly lower and aim down. When you release the, it almost has like a shotgun effect when it hits the ground. It's really, really cool. So yeah, we've basically just beaten Ace Combat 7 on the hardest difficulty with the first aircraft you unlock. And now I'm looking for another challenge. It doesn't have to be a particularly difficult challenge. If you want me to use one particular weapon over any others, or if there's a particular aircraft you want me to use, or whatever, just let me know in my Discord. Otherwise, I will most likely just be doing Ace Combat 7 all the way through start to finish with the the F16C. And it should be pretty easy because it looks like we have some really, really good weapons. We've got an incredible air-to-air weapon, a really decent air-to-ground weapon, and the tactical laser system, which is basically air-to-air, air-to-ground, one hit, one kill, every time. So yeah, we've got all sorts of options here. The F-15E is a monstrous vehicle. It's not perfect, and it's not the best, but it's awesome. So we'll just be doing that. And if anybody wants me to do a different challenge, feel free to hit me up on my Discord. I will try to be available as often as I can if anybody has questions or comments, or critique. If anybody has a serious critique or a suggestion for how I can make my stream better, please feel free to let me know in my Discord as well, and I will do my best to answer any questions and get to everybody as often as I can, as quickly as I can. So thanks so much for being here, guys. I really appreciate you always being here, Jack Killer. I hope to see you again in the near future. You and Scorpio are basically the only people that keep my stream going, man. So, so yeah, I'm happy to deliver F-15E, Ace Combat 7, start to finish Ace difficulty. That's what we're doing unless somebody has a better idea. Alright, I'm cutting it here. This is it from me. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for being here, Jack. Take care of yourself. Peace, and God bless.